This John Thacker and imaginary friends. Imaginary friends are something that a majority of us probably had when we were a kid. Now, personally, I didn't. I tried to have one time, and I tried to make it Caesar from Planet of the Apes. But we don't talk about that. So when a family comedy, written and directed by John Krasinski, which would star Ryan Reynolds, that would be about a young girl who finds out she can see imaginary friends. Particularly imaginary friends of kids that no longer need them. They've grown up. So she teams up with the men and try to reconnect the imaginary friends with their kids. Was announced. I was honestly pretty interested. The first thing I thought when I heard this, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, which was an old Cartoon Network show, which personally I love, and actually is probably one of my favorite cartoons. The more we heard and saw about this movie, I was getting more excited. And then it came out, and people started saying that it was just fine. Wasn't bad, wasn't great, it was just fine, generic at best. But I still had hope that it'd be a really fun, entertaining movie. I wasn't expecting something great, but I was expecting something fun. Not having seen If, it's good. People are pretty divided on If, and I think I know why. I think it's swinging away a big connection for some people, and others it just won't do that. If really pulls on the heartstrings of your childhood memories. What it was like being a child, having an imaginary friend. That sense of childlike wonder. And depending on who you are, that can be really emotional. I can see how that can emotionally impact someone. I did find myself getting a bit emotional because of that. Not because I was reminiscing about my childhood. I'm only 16, I'm still technically a child. I was getting emotional because I don't want to leave that. This movie also puts a big focus on the relationship between the main girl character and her father. And I do think there's been more time on that, really show us more of that relationship with those characters that I really think could be more impactful and emotional. But even with that said, I will fully admit that part of the movie made me cry. It was only a single tear. Like, I wasn't bawling or anything. Like, I wasn't bawling my eyes out. But for going into a movie that I thought was just going to be decent, to have me actually shed a tear, that was a nice little surprise. But during that same scene, the auditorium next to mine was playing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. So as I just shed a tear, I started laughing as I heard this. What a wonderful day! This was also a comedy, and I did get a decent number of laughs. Most of it's very safe, child humor, jokes that are perfectly fine, and some physical comedy. This movie also has a lot of CGI characters, and for the most part, CGI and the effects are honestly pretty good. I have definitely seen worse, but I've also seen better. But they are perfectly above passable. But I do love the designs of the imaginary friends. It's a really good middle ground of being unique, while not too crazy. This movie also gave me Toy Story vibes. Not saying it's the same quality as the Toy Story movies, but like the theme of growing up, leaving behind your childhood, is very Toy Story-ish. This film also does try to have a plot twist, and the twist itself I do like, but it was very predictable. I almost guarantee you're gonna get it before it happens. And a little personal thing, the film Harvey is briefly in the film, which is an older movie that stars Jimmy Stewart, where he has an imaginary friend that's a 6-foot-tall white rabbit. I use the word imaginary loosely, because if you've seen the movie, then, well, you know. And if you haven't seen Harvey, go watch that. I love that movie. So overall, If is good. It's a really nice family movie. If you have a good, like, family night out with, like, a good movie, this is perfectly fine for that. So I would say, I do recommend If. I thought it was good. Bye guys for now. Bye-bye, John Thacker.